Hey everyone, this is MLike24 and today I'm going to be showing you an extremely good farming deck. Now this deck, it doesn't really matter if you're paying attention while you're playing or whatever it is you're doing. It's extremely good, and playing it usually it'll get you anywhere from 5 to 6 rewards, and then if you're lucky it can get you all the way up to 7 and maybe even 8. But here's the deck. So basically it has one ritual, it has one fusion, it has a glossy tribute, and it just has a way for you to do that easily. And the Burmans are for the tributes. The Of course the Thunder Dragons are for the fusions, and I use the Thunder Dragon thing, the twin-headed Thunder Dragon for the fusion, and the Relinquish for the ritual. Now you don't have to have exactly those monsters. You can just have put in whatever it is you want, and if you don't have double customs, you can just use any monster and replace the Barrel Dragons with a Fairy King Truesdale. Just do make sure that it is a glossy Fairy King Truesdale, otherwise you won't get the points for it. Or if you have any other glossy cards, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure most of you have all these cards, and on this one you can just substitute it for a polymerization. I didn't have a polymerization, so that's the reason I'm using it. But if you just have two polymerizations, just use two polymerizations. It doesn't really matter. So here's the deck. It's extremely good. Again, you can do a ton of mistakes, and the deck doesn't really care. You'll just end up winning anyways, and you'll end up getting like anywhere, like I said, from 5 to even 7 chest. It's really good. Just remember that if you do take damage, make sure that you attack with a bourbon, so you'll get the took like one with low damage or a comeback victory, I think it's called. So if you do take damage, make sure you attack with the bourbons and take more damage, and take damage to where you're like under 1,000, I think, in order for you to get the comeback victory. If you don't take damage, well, that's fine. Then just keep going and just take the game until you have no cards in your deck. Now this deck's extremely good against Orion and Ishizu, and I think you can get away with playing it against Yugi. However, if you play Kaiba or Bandit Keith or Wheeler, they can just use Time Wizard and mess the whole thing up. And I think that holds true for any farm deck. Yeah. All right, so that's the deck. Like I said, you don't have to copy it exactly card for card. Just use whatever you have. You don't have to use Barrel Dragons. You don't have to use double customs. However, I do think you do need the Burmans to kind of style out a little bit. And another thing is that the way the deck plays with the Thunder Dragons, once you ditch them, it's a -2 for your for the deck size. For the Burmans, once they attack once, a -1. So you do go through the deck a little bit faster than most decks, and you do get to that to no cards in deck really quick. I think it usually takes like around anywhere from 7 turns, and you should be out of a deck. So that's a deck. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you have any suggestions, do that as well. Leave them below. If you are enjoying the videos, don't forget to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe.